Hey everybody, it's Robin here from AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. I'm going to do a daily mini reading where I'm just going to pull some cards from the Gilded Tarot deck, and whatever sort of the main energy I feel from my spirit guides from source, I'll be doing a reading based on that. So keep in mind that general readings, they don't apply to everybody, but I do offer personalized one-on-one readings for people that will be like for you only, specifically to the querent or the person that answers the question. And how I do my readings is I do a YouTube video, and then I send you your own private link so nobody else can access it but you. So I'm just going to do a quick deck cut here and shuffle a little bit more, and then I'm going to start laying the cards out. Oops, I've had some pop out here, so I'll start with those. It's a bit of a handful, but that's okay. Okay, so the first card I have here is the Chariot. So the Chariot speaks about a possible sweeping change coming in, having some energy behind you, ready to move your life forward. But it just depends on the rest of the cards that pop out in the reading, how this card will be interpreted. So the next card that, like this whole stack of cards came out of the deck, so I'm going to take them for this reading because I think that they do want to be read. So this is the King of Wands here for you. So the King of Wands, this is a person that is, this is a pretty successful, business savvy, high energy person. They like to accomplish things and then move on right away. I guess they could kind of, they like the chase. Let's just put it that way. The next card that I have here for you is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is, it's an indication of a new beginning. A new beginning, let's just have dead silence for a second. Wow, sorry. New beginning, like with, I'm seeing like an emotional new beginning. Could also mean a child being born in the family. And again, everything depends on the rest of the cards. If I was reading one card, that would be different, but I'm not. So I have the Queen of Wands here next. So the Queen of Wands, she's been pretty popular in my readings lately. This is a person that their energy is, it's pretty nurturing. They like to help people. They probably have a few kids, running people around. They're like the typical soccer mom. Probably cluttered in her house and vehicle. And she might just not be shy about snapping at people either. But overall, pretty nice person, just no nonsense. So the next card I have for you is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about all these offers waiting in source for you. And these are, they're waiting to come in. But what I'm getting from this card is it might be a bit, I want to say greedy, to expect everything to come in at once. And if you are not choosing carefully, you might lose everything. So the card I have now is the Moon. So things that happen in the light of day and in the still of the night, in the shadows of the moon, or they can be a little bit different. Activity in the night can be misinterpreted. Not everything it might seem to be. just getting a sense that something might not be as it seems. And the 7th card that popped out of the deck is the Hanging Man. So the Hanging Man represents something that might be worth a change in perspective. That's why he's hanging upside down, because he might be looking at something the wrong way. Which is interesting following the moon, because the moon is saying, you know, you might not want to just believe your own eyes right now. And the Hanged Man is saying, you might have, again, you might have the wrong recognition of something. The cards are talking to me, so I'm just going to shuffle. I want to pull one more card. Okay, hold on. And I've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So the Queen of Pentacles is sort of like a dreamy person, this very sensitive person. And I'm getting the sense that not so sensitive to other people's needs, but sensitive to their own needs. This could be like a daydreamy person also. I'm getting the word recluse here, where somebody is, they like their own time, you know, they prefer to spend time on their own. So I'm getting something from these cards right away. I usually go on a pause and meditate on the cards a little bit, but what I'm seeing like right away is that you could be newly single or single for a long time, and somebody's coming in with this King of Wands energy. This is a really high energy person, generally pretty successful, but I'm getting a feeling that this is a bit of a smooth talker, smooth operator. And he's offering all these promises of like this fabulous new relationship where like, and when I say he, it could be a he or a she. I need to turn a light down, you guys. Okay, hope that's okay. So anyway, he's promising this like sweeping new love, and that's too dark. I'm just never happy. Okay, that's better. Okay, so he's coming in and he's like, you know, making all these sort of romantic overtures, and he's sort of like dancing around the L word with you, you know. He's saying, oh, you know, this could be love, and he's prefacing all these promises with could and would and maybe and, you know, one day and stuff like that. And he's promising this sweeping change because I think you've been single for a while. So, and I think that he's playing on your emotions a smidge. He's giving you all these pie in the sky promises, and I see you, I want to say falling for it, but I don't think, like, not in a blaming way. I just think that this person is incredibly persuasive. They're used to getting what they want. They're used to smooth talking their way into situations and bargaining things, and like has sort of a hypnotic way of charming people. So with the moon here and the hanging man, these two cards are saying this isn't really everything that it seems to be, even though you may really want it to be. And Spirit is saying you might want to step back and look at this in a different light. You might actually want to expose the overtures of this person to the light, and start challenging the things that they're saying a little bit. That's where I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles energy, is that you've been daydreaming about this for some time now, and then love comes crashing in with all these promises of, you know, sweeping you off your feet with the Chariot, just, you know, like a fairy tale almost. And you know what, that word, those two words are more related to what is happening in this situation, fairy tale, than reality. And I think all these different offers, I think I'm seeing things like, let's go on a vacation, like I want you to meet my parents, or dinners and then canceling at the last minute. I'm seeing a lot of that, actually. A lot of promises. Like, and it's like, but he's so persuasive, he or she, he's so persuasive and smooth that, you know, he's kind of got you on the hook here, you know, and you want to believe him. And I'm getting this sense that the Queen of Wands, this sort of busy energy, relates to like the smooth talking energy that I'm getting, this vibe that I'm getting from the King of Wands, that like this person is, they're sort of all over the place. You know, they're running around all over, like, I have to run this errand, and then I have to do this, and I have to do that. Really eloquent, right? But then I think if you start sort of testing, like pushing back a little bit, I think you're going to see this sort of the dark side of the Queen of Wands come out, where this person will be snapping at you because they're not used to being opposed. You're supposed to just fall in line, you know, like a good girl or a good boy, and be completely spellbound with this fire sign energy. Fire signs are very, very charming. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But there's something I gave advice to my boys when they were growing up that, you know, you should hold off really withholding trust, and you can take this or leave it, like whatever. It's just advice that I kind of go by. Nobody can keep up an act forever, in my opinion. And then they might think that they're doing a great job of having you on, and have, like, they think that everything that they've created around you, that you just believe. But you know what, the thing about gaslighters and people that use false emotion to lure you in. They tell a bunch of lies, but they can't remember all those lies. You know, they're shady. And, you know, maybe I'm wrong. I hope for your sake I am wrong, but I'm seeing a different side to this person. And I see that you are so sensitive. It's really going to be painful for you, but I think it is much wiser to nip something like this in the bud and sort of protect yourself, rather than, here, I'll have a look at the cards here, go through years of being lied to. I mean, you just have to have a look at how many people are out there leading double lives. And I think this guy is, to a certain degree, he's just making promises that he has absolutely no way of delivering on, because he's used to, not a sociopathic level, but he's just been so used to running game on people, he does not know how to be himself. I'm just getting the impression here that this King of Wands person has very little depth. And maybe they do, but they don't believe in themselves. So they don't see other people in a deep way, and they don't realize what their little screenplay is doing to other people. And I think that if you're not careful, I think that with the Queen of Pentacles energy, you're going to be very deeply hurt. Maybe this guy's for real, but I'm getting the feeling that he's not. So it's okay to step back. You know what? Even if it's just not even like grilling people, but asking questions, or which is the same thing. Hello, Robin. Like, cancel a date at the last minute, change the plan. You know, if there is something that's offered, like some really decadent vacation or shopping spree or something like that, challenge it with a question like, oh, do you think you can afford that at this time? And I think that you're going to see some sparks from that, because you dare not to believe in, you know, the illusion that is this person. You know, you're not buying into the fantasy that this person has so carefully constructed around themselves. So, like, that's my advice. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing somebody that is dangerous to you. Not in a physical sense, but to your heart. Like, I think this could set you back quite a bit if you're not careful. You know, there's nothing wrong with making people wait before you commit to them. You know, there's a reason why, you know, you don't just like jump into bed with people on the first date, because then you're in the position of trying to get to know somebody afterwards. Like, if you think that you meet somebody that you believe they might have some long-term potential, you need to suss them out. You need to, okay, your heart and other parts of your body might be speaking really loudly, but you know, you need to involve your brain, because I just see deception for some of you in a potential new relationship, or a relationship that's already been sort of carrying on for a while, and you're having suspicions. Like you're seeing things that it's starting to wear thin. You don't quite believe this anymore. And if you have a hunch where you think, well, I don't really know about this anymore, you know, I think you should trust that. You know, your gut feeling is your intuition, and your intuition is your, like, it's your divine intelligence. It is your higher self giving you messages. So yeah, that's my advice for today for anybody that might be in a situation where somebody has come in like really hot, really heavy. They're like effusively charming and over-promising for where you are in your stage of knowing each other. You know, if something is real, it will be there. Yeah, I just always say that like a 6-month time period is generally long enough to find out if somebody is real or not. But some people are much better than others at being manipulative. So when it's your heart on the line, I just want you to be careful and think about this like holy grail of emotional bliss that is being offered by sort of a relative stranger. I mean, I do think that there is love at first sight, blah, 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 but it's not as common as we might think. And even if it is love at first sight, even if all that emotional stuff is there, is the rest of it there? Is it worth it? Just like really step back and check. Like check with yourself how you're really feeling and follow that. And I just hope for the best for you, because I see kind of like a snake, you know, sort of a, yeah, he's a snake, he's or she. So just, yeah, you're worth more than that. Your heart is worth somebody that is your match and that can treat you with respect. So anyway, that's the message I have today from my spirit guides for somebody or somebody's out there, and I hope it does resonate with somebody or somebody's. And oh my God, there's just a point in time when I need to stop talking, and I think that's going to be now. So I'll leave it there for you guys. Thanks everybody for the likes and shares and subscribes. I'm just overjoyed to see people like tuning in and listening. And I did say I was going to stop talking, so I'm going to do that now. So thanks everybody. Stay blessed. Love you all. Take care. Peace. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Robin here from AriesFireTarot, and I am going to do a Dragon Oracle card divinely guided message for you guys today. So I preemptively started record. I have not looked up this dragon card yet, and you can just watch me struggle trying to put glasses on my head. It's been kind of a long week. So I pulled the Air and Fire Dragon, and I will just navigate to that page in my little booklet here, and then I'll give you a little shot of the card. This is like a stunningly beautiful card. So the Air and Fire Dragon expands your creative energies. So the guidance for this card, it says, choosing this card indicates it is a time to harness your gifts and talents for your highest good and that of the world. Your guidance is to decide what fires your enthusiasm, then trust your inner wisdom and talk about it. Take a chance and step onto your true path of happiness and creativity. Remember, the excitement and passion are magnetic qualities and will draw the right people and situations to you. The card can also suggest that circumstances may present themselves to you in which you will be required to make a rapid decision using your intuition and discernment rather than logic. The air and fire dragon who has come to you is telling you to trust yourself. You have all you need to make the right choice. With your air and fire dragon beside you, your success is ensured. So I know like a bazillion people that are in jobs that they are only doing for a paycheck. And then they have a passion project that they just love. It makes their pulse race. And oh my God, this tagged on to my other mini reading. So what the hell? I'm just going to keep going because I can't edit today because I'm a bonehead. Anyway, so sometimes we're blessed with the opportunity to make our passion project into our livelihood. So if you've got something that you like to do, if it's writing, if it's whatever, dog walking, whatever makes you happy, like painting, if you can somehow turn that thing that makes you come alive into a career, take the chance. Like if you have to double down at work and then do your thing in the evening, then do it. And like when you are excited and you feel alive, then the universe is going to match that energy with like whatever you're putting out. Honestly, you guys, it comes back. So if you are putting the fire and what else did that say? And air like out into the universe, and you're like, oh, I love doing this. You know what? The universe is going to go, okay, well, here's some more of that. If you're just going to sit and kind of moan and complain at your day job, like, oh, I hate this job. Oh, this job sucks. You better just kind of find a way to be grateful for that, because, you know, your shitty job that you hate and that sucks, it's probably paying your bills right now. So find a way to love that during the day and start building on what makes your heart beat faster in the evenings and the weekends. And you know what? If it's meant for you, it will all work out. I may or may not try to split the video on this, but I'm not an editing genius, so it's probably just going to be one big long reading, mini daily reading, and my favorite oracle card deck, divinely guided message, the Air and Fire Dragon. So if you hung in here for the entire almost 30 minutes, I really appreciate you listening. I'm going to leave it there again, this time for real, I think. And we'll see you back tomorrow for more inspired messages from Spirit and from Source. Thanks, everybody. Again, I'll do the whole peace out. Stay blessed.